We are the Office Blokes. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Office Bloke Daz.
Together we are sat in a room together at a table reacting to videos.
Well spotted,
You're not
Dave.
wrong. Yeah.
Good observation. That
Seamless.
Excellent. Great
Absolutely.
knowledge.
Just beautiful. Norm MacDonald admits to Jerry Seinfeld he hates hot sauce.
Who can hate hot sauce?
It's absolutely sacrilegious, that, isn't it? You're supposed to upgrade from ketchup and brown sauce and barbecue when you're about 12.
Yeah.
And barbecue's still nice, but then you get on the hot sauces.
Yeah.
Frank's all over everything.
Frank's on everything.
Frank's or Sriracha.
Yeah.
Or Valentina. Remember we had that Brett sent us?
Yeah.
I've got a few bottles of that at home as well.
Yeah.
Love hot sauce.
Same.
Anyway, let's see why Norm MacDonald doesn't like it. Norm MacDonald admits to Jerry Seinfeld he hates hot sauce.
This hot sauce is so hot.
Do you like really hot things?
I do, but that is unbelievably hot.
Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Do you like hot sauce?
Oh, I hate it. But you know, you gotta try new things in life.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you're right. And I don't know if you had this when you were young, but we'd always go, you know, we'll do heroin when we're 80. The idea being that once you hit 80,
Yeah.
what do you got to lose? Might
Right.
as well do heroin. But now that I grow older, I realize it's not like you become fearless when you become older. It's the opposite. You know, I remember my grandmother, I walked into the room once and she had a bruise that went from her wrist all the way up to her shoulder. Big, purple, yellowish bruise.
Wow.
And I said, my God, Grandma, where'd you get that? The wind.
True, isn't
I
it?
did heroin.
For a minute there, I thought he was telling an actual story. Forget with Norm. Yeah, I said that with loads of mates when we were kids as well. It's like, you know, when you do it when you're 80 or do it when you're 90.
Yeah.
But realistically, you're probably fighting so hard for that little bit of health you've got left when you get to that point.
Yeah. No point being alive after that age. Just no point.
Not unless you're fit and able to do things.
Yeah,
like
if you just sat there like staring into the abyss at a window in a home somewhere, I'd be like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'd be proper rude and nasty.
It's not what you want, is it?
I think there's allegedly quite a lot of shagging goes on in those homes.
Yeah.
Dev needs to, and they're all cooped
sure
up
they do.
together. You know.
Where have you heard that?
There was a rise. There was a statistic.
There was a rise. I
Yeah.
bet it was.
A little bit.
Particularly
Not a
sack
lot.
first.
Yeah. No, there was. I heard a statistic a couple of years ago about a rise in sexually transmitted infections, and it was put down to people above 70 in care homes. They were all like rife with chlamydia and things like that. All just shagging each other.
Imagine.
When I first started, I used to do a joke about when I was a kid, my parents were always telling me how milk was a nickel, a car was a quarter. And I thought, how could the world change that much again? Will I be saying to my kids, you know, when I was a boy, no dogs could vote. They were just pets.
I remember that joke.
You do?
Yeah. No dogs could vote. That's awesome.
Wow.
You don't have a child.
Pardon me?
You don't have a child, so you don't have to worry about.
I don't? I have 3.
You have 3 daughters?
I have a daughter and 2 sons.
What? I guess we can agree to disagree, but I thought you had no children.
Agree to disagree.
Well, that's what you thought then.
Whoa! Son of a gun, that's hotter than a $2 pistol. Man alive. How do you feel about John Hinckley walking the streets of D.C. and yet attempted murder and murder are the same thing? Yeah.
It was a different skill level.
What about manslaughter? Less than murder, but sounds way worse.
The other one is if you kill more than one person, that's called special circumstances, which sounds to me like a custom-made jacket. Now, you could buy one off the rack, but we also have these special circumstances.
A bespoke jacket.
Yeah. That just sounds like a very elegant term for murdering lots of people. Well, let's just call it special circumstances.
One of the most hellish things was that Richard Speck, you know,
Yeah.
busted in and killed all the nurses. But I remember he was charged with 9 counts of rape, 9 counts of murder, and 1 count of breaking and entering.
Not only did you enter You broke something.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, that doorknob is broken. Who's going to pay for that?
Two of the best comedians.
Yeah, it's really
Can you imagine that? Imagine that's how joke writing starts.
Yeah,
A couple of people sat around like that, just sort of like saying things. But it's true that about manslaughter. It does sound worse than murder.
It sounds horrific.
Yeah.
The chemistry between those two, though, they get each other so well, don't they?
Because they're both intelligent comics.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Like I say, probably just sit there tuning. It's a bit like, you know, when you're like playing bands and stuff, sort of like jamming, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, just talking about different subjects and they probably get things off it, don't they? So
I think Andrew Schultz had a series years ago called Inside Jokes, I think it was, and it was take a premise or a joke that a comedian couldn't quite figure out, and then a load of comedians would sit round and try and develop it into a bit that would work.
Yeah.
I never watched any of it though, but it was literally, you know, four of them top comics would be sat around just figuring
I'd love
out.
to see that, how they develop jokes, actually do it and come up with the finished sort of article.
Should have a look at it.
Some do it themselves. Some, you know, just pure writers themselves. I know Mickey Flanagan writes his own stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You know, very funny guy.
I think I've heard stories about Dave Attell, who he texts loads of other comedians and says, has anyone got a joke about like zombie sheep that are doing this? You know, and he runs it by people because he doesn't want to
step on
have
toes.
crossover premises with people. But whatever works for you,
I
isn't
do
it?
like that. What is it? Comedians having
Getting
comedians in cars.
getting coffee, comedians in cars getting coffee,
Yeah,
something
good,
like
yeah,
that.
I like it.
I've never watched any of it other than the little
The two
clips we've
done
done.
two, haven't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill Burr and Norm.
now,
Yeah.
It's on Netflix though, but I'm reluctant to watch it. I'd quite like to react to it a little bit more and then watch it.
Yeah.
It looks good though.
Yeah,
It does. Yeah, I like it. It's good.
Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.